Hey, I'm David Blue, and I play Eli on Stargate Universe. This is a Kino. What's a Kino, you ask? Well, it's sort of the ancients' version of a MALP. What's a MALP? We'll get to that in a minute. It's what Eli and the other characters on Stargate Universe do with the Kino that brings us here today. It's pretty cool. I think you're going to like it. But you know what? I'll let Brad and Rob explain.
A Kino is a flying ball that has a camera in it. It actually was intended to be used by the ancients kind of as a MALP. They would send it through the gate. It would take pictures and get readings of environment and basically let you know whether it was safe to go to the planet.
It uses some sort of anti-gravity to fly around and in turn and photograph and record images. Very useful when you want to know if there's dinosaurs on the other side of a Stargate. Also very useful if you want to record the events of your life on a ship that you happen to be stuck on. It is one of our storytelling devices within the series. We actually cut to a Kino, we call it a Kino POV, and it's sort of a treated image. You know it's the Kino.
When the team gets to the ship, Eli discovers this thing and feels like someone should be documenting what their experiences are, and maybe no one will ever get a chance to see it, but maybe they will. And so he kind of takes it upon himself to use the Kino to make a documentary about the adventures that they're having. And it also has a secondary purpose. Colonel Young kind of wants to keep tabs on people. And so he's sort of allowing Eli to make this documentary, and he's using it as a kind of a cover for spying on everybody on the ship.
What Eli captures on the Kino, and sometimes what the Kino captures on its own, or sometimes what people grab a Kino and use for themselves, is moments of confession. It's sort of it can be a diary for some people, but more than anything else, it's this voyeuristic device. It captures scenes of life on the ship.
And we can then allow the audiences to see those things. A little taste of a moment on board the ship.
Not necessarily parts of the episode that we're seeing, but just maybe the moment before or the moment after, or just a personal moment. You don't even realize why we're doing a Kino moment of somebody having a private conversation.
We thought it would be kind of an interesting additional material gathering device, allow us to kind of give people a sense of the community on board the ship outside the show.
It's basically more material. It's more show.
See? I told you that was pretty cool. Bye.
I didn't say you could use that thing to watch me. Get out of here with that thing.
This is one of the many corridors aboard the Destiny. This one leads to the communication lab, I think. We're still finding our way around, but fortunately for you, I have a pretty good sense of direction. Not the comm lab. This is the infirmary. We still haven't figured out how half of this stuff works, but it's pretty cool. Now, how do I get back from here? Okay. This room is... I have no idea what this room is. I don't think I've ever been in here before. And then, down this corridor, we have what we like to call the Apple Core.
Please don't call it that.
What? Apple Core?
It's called the control interface. What? It's where we come to interface with the ship's controls. It's what the ancients named the room.
Well, it's boring.
You're boring.
Guys,
Lisa, what's this?
you mean the Apple Core?
Oh, for God's sake. We're scientists. We apply the principles of reasoning to the observation and investigation of natural phenomena in order to formulate hypotheses and draw conclusions. Let's be serious, people. Volker, back me up here. What do you call this?
The APL-CR unit.
APL,
CR,
Apple Core?
pretty much.
And this is my favorite room in the whole ship. This is the Stargate room. Look at that. Isn't it something? Rush figures that this gate predates all the others we know of, like a prototype. And it's the only way we're ever gonna get home.
Hello.
Hey. Yeah, I don't know their names. This is Chloe's room. We're pretty close. Just gonna see what she's up to. She might not be in there. Colonel Young tries to keep everyone pretty busy. I'll just try again later. The other side of this hatch is a vacuum. If I open that door right now, I'd get sucked out into a giant compartment that's open to space. Oh, unless we fix this one. This is our shuttle. Destiny has 2 of them. One of them's toasted. I'm not supposed to be in here. It's military personnel only. Ship's gotta have rules. Yeah. Oh. And this is my room. At least, it's the room I've got for now. There's a whole bunch of compartments we haven't been able to go into yet because there's so many damaged areas. Rush wants us to fix them all and check them out. The Colonel would rather us concentrate on things like getting home, food, water. I agree with him. Mostly. Anywho, that is a few compartments for now. I gotta get to sleep so I can get up early for calisthenics with Sergeant Greer, who I'm pretty sure hates me. So